Okay, now we're going to look at our final method for solving quadratic equations, and that is using the quadratic formula. Okay, here's the quadratic formula. It says x equals the opposite of b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac, and that entire expression is divided by 2 times a. When solving the quadratic equation using the quadratic formula, first you want to make sure the equation is in standard form. Then you want to identify the a, b, and c. You want to substitute a, b, and c into the quadratic formula, and you want to simplify. So here's an example. 3x squared minus 1x minus 6 equals 0. Our a is 3. Our b is negative 1. Our c is negative 6. And one of the big tips is we're going to write the quadratic formula, and we're going to use empty parentheses in place of a, b, and c. And here's an example of that. And that way I can just plug in those values and simplify. Okay, so again, here's our example. And again, notice that there's an understood 1 in front of the x, so b is negative 1. We're going to write the equation with empty parentheses, and then we're going to plug in our values. So notice I put negative 1 where b was in the quadratic formula. I put 3 where a was in the quadratic formula, and I put negative 6 where c was. Then I'm going to evaluate that expression. First we simplify the discriminant. And from a previous video we know that if it's positive, that tells me I have 2 real roots. And so the solution to the equation is 1 plus or minus the square root of 73 divided by 6. Now what does this plus or minus mean? It means that I have 2 equations. I have 1 plus the square root of 73 divided by 6. And I also have 1 minus the square root of 73 divided by 6. We're going to leave it in this form, but when we get to class we're also going to convert that into decimal form. Okay, that's basically what I wanted you to see from the video, is to write the quadratic formula with parentheses, plug in the a, b, and c, and simplify. See you in class.